Welcome to the Venture Xperience podcast, featuring interviews with up-and-coming entrepreneurs and business leaders. Join our host as we peel behind the curtain into the motivations, tools, and strategies used by successful professionals. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Venture Xperience podcast show. Today, we have a very exciting guest. We have the Executive Director, Jennifer Ondreyka of the Colony Chamber of Commerce. She's also a current member with Venture X. Hello, Jennifer. How are you today?
Thanks for having me. I'm great. It's a little warm outside, but it's great to be in the studio.
It's Texas, so it's much nicer to come in here and cool off.
Yes.
So, and what a beautiful studio to come hang out in, right?
Exactly.
Great. Well, tell us a little bit. I believe that you took over as the executive director the beginning of this year. So tell us a little bit about the last 6 months and how that's been going for you.
Well, I've been with the Chamber since 2017. So my time with the Chamber has really evolved. Every day I get to serve our members. So that hasn't changed. I just get to look at it in a bigger, broader sense of how to not only serve our members, but the community, its residents, and businesses that aren't our members. So I get the bigger picture, but I still serve our members every day.
Definitely. And that's what I love about, the chambers. I travel all over the country with a lot of different Venture X locations, and I've been to a lot of chamber functions, a lot of chamber events. And I will say that not every chamber is creative equally. They have varying degrees of how much community involvement and how much kind of member support, but you deal with the similar things that we deal with in the co-working world, where it's all about membership value. So tell us a little bit about kind of what you do for the members and some of the benefits that you do to support the community here locally.
Well, our chamber is not a huge chamber in its number of members, but we are very strong in what we provide. And one of those things is really connecting businesses with our community. So it's the business to business connection. It's the business to resident, business to schools. It's all of those connections that the chamber is the bridge for. Yeah. And we really find our strength in that. And we take people as they are. So you're a small business, you're a medium business, you're, a large business, you're a one-person business. We welcome everyone. And what we really find the value in is making those connections and really growing each business for what they need. And so that's what we do in a very fun, welcoming way. I do believe that our chamber has this spirit of welcome everyone as they are. And that's what makes us really, really strong.
Definitely. No, I've been to some of the events, and I will say that you guys, the amount of the strong relationships that you build with the members, and everyone just seems to have a great time. I just love coming to the Colony Chamber events, and plus I live here as well. So tell me a little bit about kind of your background in event management and kind of how that led you to be successful in working with the Colony Chamber.
Well, I've been in event and marketing management for, a long time. I don't want to age myself, but a long time. And I really started in sports. So with sports, you have this natural enjoyment of why you're there. Someone's coming to a sporting event because they want to be there because they're supporting that. So I really looked at that experience and that opportunity to translate into other areas. So my ultimate, if someone has a great experience, is, oh my gosh, that was so wonderful. I'm so glad I went. Yeah. So that naturally transfers to chamber value. Because if someone is going to invest in their business and then take a chance on joining the chamber because we're going to grow their business, I want them to attend an event that we host and say, that was the best hour I've spent in a long time. Not just because of the people that I've met, but because how I see it growing my business. So event management for me is all about providing a great experience, but also providing your attendee, whoever, it's a member, non-member, someone in the community, that was so awesome. I'm so glad I did that.
Yeah, that experiential marketing.
Yes.
Creating those positive experiences. We're real big on that in the co-working space. Tell me a little bit about that athletic. What sport were you involved in there with?
I started with collegiate football.
Okay.
And I worked through college. I went to the University of Washington.
Wow. Okay,
yes.
great.
And so I did that. And then I moved into professional tennis. And then I moved into amateur basketball, golf, and this little thing called wiffle ball. So I worked for Major League Baseball, and the event was yard ball.
Yard ball. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's different than pickleball.
Yes.
Yeah,
and then I worked for NBA Canada for several years.
NBA Canada. Wow.
Doing their grassroots marketing for 3-on-3 basketball tournaments.
That's such a great, great that you had that experience.
Yes.
I had an arena football team once upon a time. And so I definitely know that there's a lot that goes into that when you're talking about setting up a great experience for attendees of sporting events. It's not as easy as just opening up the doors or putting out some merchandise.
It's all in the details.
Yes.
The details are where the experience arrives from.
Yeah, and it can be so hectic the day of when you're running around trying to get things done. So I don't envy you there, but I'm sure that sets you up for success as far as knowing all the little things to get right when you do events.
Yeah.
And so how is that kind of translated into what you do with the colony?
Again, it's all about the experience. I think all of that prepared me for creating a positive experience for our members, whether it's through the benefits that we offer. Is that a positive experience? Is it them attending an event and feeling like they have a friend, even though they don't know anyone? Connecting people. I think businesses do business with people, not businesses. And so we really strive to create those relationships between people so that business can follow.
Great. No, that's great. It's all about the personal relationships.
Yes. And COVID was not our friend for that. So
no.
We are so grateful to be back in person and doing all these wonderful events.
I bet COVID was no fun for any of us that like to be around people and to have that community and to meet in person and that face to face. There's just no substitute for that sometimes.
Yes.
So, tell us a little bit about, let's say you're talking to one of your members. What would you recommend to them to maybe get the most value out of their membership? Like, what do you recommend for those that are considering the chamber membership and how to really kind of maximize that value?
The first thing I always think about is they need to know what their business is. Like, what are their needs? Because if they come to us and say, I want to join the chamber because I need to, it's going to be great for my business. I would challenge them and say, well, what is that need? Yeah. Because we can serve that need if we know what it is. Because it's not the same for every business. We have members like Shields and Nebraska Furniture Mart, but we also have Melissa the Pie Lady and Triple T Popcorns, and they're single proprietor businesses. So knowing what the business needs from their perspective, we can customize how we can support them.
So you do a lot of just really understanding the member and understanding the value that they're looking to get out of it.
Because, they often will say, well, I want to grow my business. Okay, well, what market do you want to grow in? Do you need the residential? Do you need the business-to-business connections? Do you need the school district? What does that look like for you? And then we can fill that with support.
So would you say that your goal with members is to make sure that they're active with the chamber? It's not a set it and forget it. You don't just sign up for the membership. You really want them to engage, correct?
There are businesses that want to be part of the chamber for just the recognition of being part of the organization, and that's completely okay. But for the businesses that are really looking to grow through this organization, I would say that unless you're activating your benefits, you're attending our events, it's really hard to achieve that success if you're doing nothing with it. So we really say, get involved. You have nothing to lose. Just get involved and you might be surprised.
So it's, you gotta get what you put into it, basically.
Right. It's like, that gym membership, someone, Judy, who used to work for us, kept saying, if you join a gym and you never go, you get the same result. So you joined, but you never invested in it.
You have to invest in that.
Yes.
That investment.
Yep.
Yeah. No, that's great stuff. I really love that. Tell us a little bit about what you guys have upcoming with the chamber. What's going on for the rest of the year? What do you guys have planned?
Well, we have our monthly events that we engage with our members every single month, but we've got this really big event coming up.
Okay.
So if you are in North Texas for Labor Day weekend, you're going to want to be in the Colony, because we are hosting the Grand Duck Derby on September 4th at the Grandscape Lagoon. And the same day, we're hosting the Taste of the Colony on the lawn at Grandscape, in conjunction with 4 hours of great concerts on the Grandscape stage.
Wow.
So if you are in North Texas, Grandscape is the place to be on September 4th. We are going to be launching 35,000 rubber ducks into the lagoon at Grandscape. And what's really awesome about this is every duck that's purchased, $1 goes back to our community through a nonprofit. And we're really proud of that opportunity that we're providing our community.
Oh, that is huge.
Yeah.
That is huge. So you heard it here, folks. Come out to this event upcoming September 4th.
September 4th.
The
Grandscape Lagoon.
The Grandscape Lagoon, the Great Duck
Derby.
I love it.
And the Taste of the Colony, which is going to feature up to 30 restaurants that are in the Colony.
Perfect. So you get to come taste all the local restaurants.
Yes.
You get to experience some live music. You get to see the beautiful Grandscape. If you haven't seen it, you have to come see it, folks.
Yes.
And you get to support the local community.
Support the community.
Support some nonprofits.
TheGrandDuckDerby.com. All the information you need.
Perfect. And we'll share that link as well. What nonprofits are you?
We have variety from Christian Community Action to the local American Legion Post to the Animal Shelter to Next Steps in the Colony. We have the local community food pantry. We have the United Way of Denton County.
Great. So all local charities.
We have them all from little to large. They're all supporting this event because it's meaningful money back to their organization. And we value our community, so we really want this opportunity for them. Definitely.
Well, we here, as folks that live in the Colony and the surrounding areas, we appreciate everything that you guys are doing with the Chamber. We at Venture X love having you guys here as a member.
Yes, and I will say that Venture X and Work Innovators are both proud partners of both of these events.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you so much for your time today,
Thank you for having
Jennifer.
me.
It's been a pleasure. And definitely look forward to the upcoming events that the Chamber is hosting here locally.
Check us out. We welcome everyone.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks. Venture X is a locally owned and globally connected portfolio of co-working spaces providing businesses with on-demand office space and services to run their company. To book a tour, visit www.venturex.com. When you need a space for your next business, X marks the spot.